What is up, guys? Good morning. It's Wednesday, 5:03 a.m. I got a little bit of a dilemma. The little guy is awake right now. I was really hoping he was going to go back to sleep. I saw on the monitor he was up. I'm going to give him 10 more minutes. Hope he goes back to sleep. All right. I gave him a bottle, sat in there with him for 10 minutes, and he seems displeased that I didn't stay in there longer. All right, my wife is actually a saint. I brought him into bed with her, and she was like, get out of here, go work out. So thank you, babe. Appreciate you. Now we can get into the workout. I have a 2-mile warm-up, 4 800s at 10K pace, 4 400s at 5K pace, 4 200s at, doesn't say, but we'll run them fast. And then 1 cool-down mile. Let's get it.
Miles away, got no time to play. I got time today. Round them up. I've been the one since way back round the ray. Play it cool. I might act a fool. They like namaste. Came in here without it.
2-mile warm-up is done. About to go into my intervals. I cannot stress enough how these type of events, man, like they're really easy to throw you off, especially when you have hard, stressful workouts like 800s, 400s, 200s, just interval stuff. And I think it goes back to my experience with ultra running and just problem solving and running a shit ton of marathons and been doing this for a long time. Is like, it'd be really easy to kind of throw in the towel today and just say, I'm gonna go easy and I'm not gonna push because I don't feel good, number one. Number two, having your kid crying and everything, it just, the amount of stress and hormones that crop up because of it, it's something you really, it's hard to work through. And I think just my experience there is helping me. So I'm gonna do my best to just dial it up here and get after it. Rep 1, here we go.
Batter up, had it from the jump, keep the whole track running time, give them what they want. You can feel the bass and the bump and the thump like I got an elephant up in the trunk. Chitty chitty bang, I'ma do my thing. Get high, you already know the name. Run it back like a boomerang. If you feel the vibe, you know who to blame. You know who to blame. The whole track running time, give them what they want. Hold up, get it, get it. This is what they want. Let me hit them with the na 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 na. Let me hit them, yeah, na 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 na. Hold up, get it, get it. This is what they want. Let me hit them with the na 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 na. Run with it, have fun with it. Ay, we don't never stop till we done with it. Whoa, look at how it shine when the sun hit it. Ay, if the vibe right, tell them come with it. Dog, it's a party to the AM. Packed out more fam than the wins. They ain't understand, had to get a translation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ooh la la, tell them it's about that time. You know we got all the vibes. From the back to the front, make the whole place jump. It's going up.
2 more 400s, 5:30 pace.
Hold up, get it, get it. This is what they want. Let me hit them with the na 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 na. Let me hit them, yeah, na 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 na. Hold up, get it, get it. This is what they want. Let me hit them with the na 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 na. Let me hit them, na 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 na. Hold up, get it, get it. This is what they want. Let me hit them with the na 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 na. Let me hit them, yeah, na 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 na. Hold up, get it, get it. Give them what they want. Let me hit them with the na 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 na. Let me hit them, na 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 na.
All right, against all odds, we got it done. For the intervals, we hit 550, 520, and then 430 on the last set of 4. And I was not feeling anything about this workout today. And these are the days, in my opinion, that move the needle the most. The days when it's the last thing you want to do. And it's not so much physical, I think, as it is mental. I call it brain training. And these are the days where mentally, I think you just get the juice. Like, this is what gets you through race day, is when you do the shit and you show up consistently through all the times when you don't want to, because it's so easy to get after it when you're motivated, when you're fired up, and it's really fucking hard to do it when you're not those things. I have a swim in an hour. I'll take you guys with me for that. Swim lane at the Y is booked for 7:30. So I'm gonna make breakfast for me and the little guy, get him off to school, and then head to swim. Let's have a day.
Okay. I've been doing black ops on the black top. Watch me take over the whole city from my laptop. Boy, I'm on your neck like an ascot. Whole team winning from the players to the mascot. Whoa, it's going down. Did it my own way, cause ain't nobody show me how. I'm just tryna make my daddy proud. I know you've been waiting on this for a while. It's going down. Let them know it's going down. Down, it's going down, it's going down. Time to wake 'em up, let 'em know it's going down.
All right, just got our swim in for the day. I swam like 2,600 yards, something like that, which I believe is right at like a mile and a half. Started to do my first kick turns today. So like little things like that when you're swimming are so exciting. And don't get me wrong, I suck at swimming, but I'm falling in love with swimming because it's a fucking grind. Like, there's nothing sexy about getting in the pool. You're in your skivvies, you got a swim cap on, you got your goggles on, and you're out of your comfort zone in a lot of ways, and you're just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And one length, you feel like you have it all together, and the next length, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? This is horrible. And it's humbling in a really cool way that I think other sports, biking and running, are not necessarily like that. It's obviously very technique driven, and so form and technique over everything. Form and technique over everything. It's really easy to get caught up on, racking up the yards every single time and things like that, and I just try not to focus on the yardage at all and just go in, do my drills, do my lengths, do what I need to do, and try to get a little bit better every time out. We are traveling to Virginia later this week to visit my family for the weekend, so I'm gonna take you guys with me, show you how I go about training and gearing up for a travel trip when I know that I can't miss my workouts. And I have some big workouts this weekend. So let's go ahead and dial everything up. Rest of the week, I'll break it down here in a little bit, set ourselves up for success this weekend. Well, every new week of bike ownership brings a new challenge, and this week's challenge is a flat tire. So I ordered some tire tubes, and I do want to go tubeless on this. These are tubeless ready tires, but I know that process is a little bit more involved, and I'm going away this weekend and I want to take the bike with me, so I am just going to go ahead and swap out the tubes. I've never done this before. I have a YouTube tutorial queued up.
Okay, this how it goes down. Kick in the door, they said we too loud. I got the bass to shake the whole crowd. What we got in store, gon' have them like wow.
I'll tell you what, that was not smooth, but I'd much rather my first time doing that be in the garage than on the side of the road. If I ever do catch a flat on the side of the road, I have my little saddle bag with my extra tubes and everything in here, so I do know how to change that if that ever happens. So not the easiest process, but we figured it out. You do it once, you get a hang of it, and then I won't be stranded if I ever get a flat tire out there. So the way I end pretty much every day is the same, and that is in here. So guys, week has been going really good so far, coming off 24 hours of booty. I haven't really talked about that too much with you guys, but coming off the weekend, I had a tweaked hip, and Monday morning when I was doing my mobility session, when I was stretching the hip out, I then tweaked my back. So that's how I know I'm old as fuck, pretty much, because I tweaked my back stretching my tweaked hip. And that's just how it goes when you're over 30. But anyway, I am traveling later this week, so the rest of the week's workouts, tomorrow we have a big bike, indoor bike. After that is strength. And then on Friday, I had an easy run with a swim. And Saturday, of course, my long ride with a run after the bike. And then Sunday, we had a long run. So I reached out to my coach knowing that I was traveling this weekend. I'd much rather do my hard long run that was scheduled for Sunday on Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out on Friday, which is 2 days from now. Tonight's Wednesday evening. And that way, Sunday, I can just do an easy 75 minutes and I don't have to worry about hitting paces like I have to do for this longer run that I'm taking on. The best way to navigate travel weekends like this is to look ahead at the schedule. Do not get to your destination and then look at your Training Peaks or whatever workout app you use for the first time and be like, oh shit, how am I gonna get this in? We have to take a proactive approach, especially when we are in the middle of a training block, because otherwise it's probably not going to work out in your favor if you don't do that. So whether that's finding a pool where you need to get to, finding a track, finding a treadmill, whatever the hell it is, make sure you pre-plan. It goes a long, long way. And I'm bringing the bike. I've never traveled anywhere out of Charlotte really with a bike before, so I'm gonna put that on the back of the Bronco and take it with me. It's gonna be fun and something different that I'm not used to. So that was one of those 15-minute sessions at 200. And dog, you don't ever really get used to those. She cut off right in the middle as I was talking, so I'm not exactly sure where she cut, but anyway, I gotta get to bed. I'll catch up with you guys first thing tomorrow. It is hot. We are back for workout number 2 of the day. We have some strength training to do. So every week, amongst all the swimming, all the running, all the biking, we have 2 strength training workouts. We have one that's strength mobility on Mondays, and then on Thursdays, we have a dedicated strength workout. I did go ahead and pack everything up here, so I got the bike ready. I got my bike bag over there for this weekend. We are leaving tomorrow. I just plotted out my route on Strava. We're going down the Virginia Capitol Trail, I think. It's going to be a 50-mile bike ride, so a down and back. Very excited about that. That's all packed up. Got the fuel, got the gear, everything ready to go. Let's go ahead and get this workout in.
Once upon a time not long ago, it was me and a loose leaf plus a microphone. I started writing these rhymes cause they like the flow. Started to get a little buzz like they spiked the bone. Then I went and found a crew who was down to rock. We started kicking freestyle, chilling down the block. It was only one mission, working round the clock. All we needed was one shot, shutting down the spot. Now I'm kicking and flipping and giving it all that I got.
Alright, time for me and Ev to do a little cool down. What's going on, crew? It is 4:46 on Friday morning. I'm getting that long run in right now. I have 15-minute warm-up, 10 minutes at race pace, 10-minute easy, 10 minutes at race pace, 10 minutes easy, 10 minutes at race pace, cool down. So this is gonna be a fun one. It's early. I had to get up 30 minutes earlier than usual to get this one in. Today's a travel day. We're headed to Virginia in a little bit. Packed up and ready to hit that. One thing my coach and I have been talking about is just to make sure we're fueling, especially on these long runs, like we want to race. So we're really targeting over 100 carbs an hour. In order to do that, we have at least 2 scoops in the bottles, right? So when I'm on the bike, there's at least 2 scoops in there. We'll work up to 3 scoops of fuel in the bottles. This one has 2 scoops of raw fuel in it this morning. I have 2 high carb SIS beta gels in the pocket. And I got a little bit of pre-workout in the system. So feeling pretty good. As good as I'm gonna
If you
feel.
ready or not, it's the re-up. Wouldn't wanna be ya. This a takeover. Pray to God you got ether. Tell 'em take
All right, warm up done. First 10-minute rep done. Hitting right at 650 pace. I think I came in like second or two under, maybe 648, 649. Strict rules not to go faster than race pace. So 650 is kind of my cutoff. I feel good, I could push, but notes said not to go over. So I'm gonna take a gel about 27 minutes in and do another set. Maybe take one more gel just for practice and finish out smooth and easy. Rep 2 is dusted. Man, am I feeling good today. It's really a struggle to keep it only at 650. Last one was, I started out hot, but came back down to 651. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick to help you stay on pace throughout your intervals here in a second on the cool down. So we got one more and we'll get into that. Let's go. All right guys, finishing up my run, 11 miles in the books. I'm gonna show you guys a little hack. So on your home screen on the Garmin, you're gonna have a pace screen, right? You're also gonna have an option for a lap pace, which is right here. That's what you're gonna find to be able to help you average out and dial in your paces on your intervals. So whether you're on auto interval, where it's clocking every mile and you wanna see where your pace is for your mile, or if you're doing, let's say 800s and you're doing every half mile or something like that, or 400s every quarter mile, you can set it to lap pace, and that's gonna be the average of your entire interval rather than where your current pace is in real time in the moment. The problem with real time in the moment pace is it's gonna fluctuate. It's gonna go higher, it's gonna go lower, and as soon as you look at it, you might feel like, damn, I'm way above pace, and then slow down way too much, and then your average lap pace is gonna slow too much, or hey, I'm going too slow, I need to speed up, and then you go way too fast. So the average pace I found is a perfect intermediate option to be able to kind of gauge where you are with your intervals, with your paces. So look for that average pace option on one of your home screens on your Garmin or your wearable. Pro tip. All right, swim done. That was eventful. I pulled up to the YMCA and sat over there for probably 30 minutes while the fire alarm was going off. Which is just frustrating because you're like, damn, I got shit to do today before I leave. I'm trying to get this swim in. How long do I wait? Because I didn't know. They didn't know if it was gonna go off or not. And I started walking away after 30 minutes and then the alarm went off. And I'm like, okay, cool. I can swim for like 30 minutes. So did what I could with that. So I got 1,600 yards in. I was supposed to get like 3,000. So like half the yardage, which kind of sucks. But I'm glad I got something in. It's better than nothing. So going home, gonna knock out a little bit of work, finish packing, and then hit the road. And then hopefully by like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. tonight, we'll be in Richmond. Top of the morning. Happy Saturday, guys. We are in Richmond, Virginia. I am just pulling up to the park and the park is closed. So I found some parking over here on the side. I hope it's good. There's not a no parking sign and there's a couple cars here. So I think it's time to rip it.
on the mic, goes the dynamite. Overnight success don't happen overnight. It's a whole lot of blood, sweat, tears, you gotta fight. We've been doing this for so many years, way out of sight. Now we living comfortably, can't get enough of me. Married to the game, now they want joint custody. Humbly, too low key, don't try to come for me. Wonderfully, made these serpents all under me. We got them all shook up. If you tryna find me, then you best look up. Working from the sun down to the sun up. Now get ready for the come up. It's been a long time coming.
right, gang. 60-mile ride in the books with a 30-minute run off, baby. And Lord, were my legs jello for the first 5 minutes of that runoff. But I'm so glad I'm doing a lot of these bricks where I am doing the runoff because, man, the legs come back around faster than they did the last couple times I did this. So, yes, they were jello for the first 5 minutes because that was my biggest ride yet, but I found my stride within like 5-10 minutes, and then it was just easy cruising. So fitness is coming around. Body is acclimating to the stimulus that we're giving it, which is a really exciting feeling. And I can tell I'm gaining bike fitness. Today was a doozy. I was really trying to average 200 watts on the day. So I think it was a 60-mile ride. Average wattage was right at 200, which is pretty damn good for me. And it said my FTP improved to 278 or something like that, whatever I said. So we're going to have a pool day the rest of the day. I'm going to eat, going to refuel as soon as I get back, eat really, really well, eat a shit ton of protein, start recovering, and then I have an easy run tomorrow. So all in all, great session, big W overall. Back to the crib. So believe it or not, it's actually no longer week 7. We are back at my house, as you can see, in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I forgot to film yesterday, not gonna lie. I did get my easy run in, so I got all my workouts in from yesterday. I even did my little mobility 20-minute stretching last night when I was in the sauna. So last week, all green, but I wanted to end this video with an exciting announcement. If you follow me on IG, you already know what's coming. But I wanted to announce to you guys formally that I have officially signed with these guys right here. Raw Nutrition. Let me quickly explain why I decided to sign with Raw Nutrition. I have been independent for over 2 years now. And it's because ultimately what I wanted was a nutrition partner that felt like family, that was going to support not only me, but also support Casually Ambitious and my athletes, and send product for events that we were having and send samples to athletes and really support me in any endeavor that I took on, whether that was going to be an Ironman or whether that was going to be a 100-miler or whatever. Like, come out, shoot for me, support me, like put me on to the best of my ability. I haven't felt like that with some of my brand deals in the past. And so that was a big thing for me in talking through with Raw what this partnership was gonna look like. And it just seemed like a match made in heaven. It seemed like a perfect fit. So I'm excited to announce that I'm officially a part of Raw Nutrition, and Raw Nutrition is the official team sponsor for Casually Ambitious moving forward. So everything starts with this right here. This is Raw Fuel. I actually have 2 of these. I have the orange and I have the lemon lime. And this is what goes in the bottles. This is the carb mix that I'm sipping on pretty much every single workout without fail. So it all starts with these. This is my new creatine stack. It's creatine plus HMB. I've heard phenomenal things about HMB. This is my first time trying the HMB. I've had creatine in the daily stack for quite some time now, but it has the HMB, which I'm very excited about. Got the regular creatine here. We got the Thavage pre-workout. If you know, you know. We have Isolate protein. Gotta have my protein. You already know. We have some grass-fed Isolate ready to drink protein, in case you're on the go. And of course, we got the sports nutrition bottles. I have a lot of other Raw stuff in the cabinets from the first package they sent me. I got some Raw gear. This is a Raw Aspen t-shirt. I got a sweatshirt. I'm just excited. I am in that honeymoon phase right now, and I could not be more excited to partner up with them. So I felt like this was a good way to bring this week to an end, to announce the partnership, announce that I will be joining the Raw team. If you guys have any questions about product, anything like that, of course, let me know. If you want to support, you guys, of course, can use code CHASE10 on your order. Save a little bit of dough and try some incredible product. And just thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the YouTube channel, growing slowly but surely month by month Every single view, every single comment, every single like means the world to me. I'm just happy to be here, and I appreciate you guys. So the journey continues. As always, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.